Okay, so mixed ability, just do the things that you are comfortable with. I'll give lots of variations as well as we go through. And like I say, if you aren't pregnant, don't worry about the pregnancy variations that we'll do today. Alrighty, so let's get yourselves nice and standing. Do that posture that you think I want you to do. So if you were in my studio, you'd be walking in like you're a Pilates studio. Yes, lovely, fantastic. Okay, so we're going to turn our toes out and then turn our heels out as well. So we've got lovely hip distance apart feet. Just look down at your feet, guys. So we're to lift those inner arches of your feet up. So you haven't got your ankle bones kind of rolled inwards. You've brought them ankle bones out. You've lifted the inner arches up. And then press the balls of your feet into the floor a little bit more. So you've really got a lovely connection with that floor before we start even doing anything else. Tense your thigh muscles. So really give those thigh muscles a really, really tense. Push your knees towards the back of the room. And then really quickly release that tension on those quads and your kneecaps. You kind of just fall over, just fall away, be nice and relaxed. One more time. Really, really tense, tense, tense. Hold that tension, and then relax. Let those kneecaps really, really soften. Fantastic. Bring your hands onto your hips. We'll warm up that lower back. Just tip that pelvis forwards, arching the lower back, and then pointing that pubic bone down to the floor, and then rolling it backwards, tucking the tailbone under and lifting the pubic bone up towards your nose. So we're going to roll the pelvis forwards and roll the pelvis backwards. We're going to keep on doing that, like just gently, only to the angles that you can do. Because what I want you to try to do is think about those knees. So when you just relaxed them a minute ago, what did they feel like? If you're not sure, you do it again. Relax the hips, tense the thighs, relax the thighs, and then go back to tipping the pelvis forward and backwards, because you should be able to do that movement through here without moving the shoulders and without moving those knees, which is going to get you a really good warm up for the lower back and also get your brain attached generally to this area, which is going to be helpful for the next hour. Find your halfway point or wherever you feel comfortable at the moment. We're going to bring our fingertips onto our hip bones. Relax the shoulders. Glide the fingertips in an inch, glide them down an inch, and just feel under there with a really relaxed tummy. That area should feel lovely and quite soft. And then as you're just nice and gently, just bring in that pelvic floor up, draw the belly button in towards the spine. And you're almost trying to imagine you're drawing those hip bones here together towards the front. And underneath those fingers should just feel really, really strong. Let's keep that connection. So you've got that nice neutral pelvic position, drawing in the muscles around it to kind of hold that area in place. And then to relax those arms down by your side. So you've still got that really nice strong connection at the front. We'll do 2 shoulder rolls. So just bringing the shoulders up to the ears and rolling them away. Again, ignore your elbows. It's just the shoulders. Fantastic. And then we're going to do 2 full arm circles. So bring the hands all the way up as far as you can take it and then circle them around. I'm already being attacked by a bush. Breathing in to take your hands up. Breathing out to lower them down. Okay, so go a few more of those. Breathing in to lift. Breathing out slow. So as you get to the top, really think about tucking that rib cage down as you breathe out. So breathe in, lift the ribs, breathe out, tuck the ribs in. So you're already giving yourself almost a little bit of an ab workout. Breathing in, and then you're breathing out as you bring that hand down. So you're constantly moving those abs up the top. Okay, a couple more of those, guys, couple more of those. Breathing in and breathing out. Lovely. Okay, just take your hands up to shoulder height. Yeah, lovely. Just one arm. Reach the whole arm forward, pulling that shoulder blade away from your spine, and then glide it back and down. Yeah, nice. And then the other side. So you're gliding the hand forward, and then gliding the shoulder back and down. Nice. Okay, keep on alternating sides. Breathing in to reach, breathing out to pull that shoulder back and down. Breathing in to reach, pulling it back and down. And again, just going through some nice slow motions, but as you do this movement, warming up the shoulder, have you still got the core engaged at the front? Are your kneecaps still nice and relaxed? Have you got the arches lifted on those feet? Both arms together now. Don't move the spine, just the shoulders, forward and back. Just the shoulders, forward and back. Nice. Breathing in to reach, breathing out to come back. The next time you reach forward, round the upper back and drop the head. So you're getting a really big stretch for that middle back. And then as you breathe out, you're peeling yourself up. Really snobby chest to Pull those shoulders back. Breathing in to reach. Breathing out to come back. Breathing in. And breathing out. And again, we're still keeping that torso engaged. We're not leaning forward. You're not reaching your bum anywhere. It's just the upper back that's getting that round. That's nice. And then pulling it back. Last one. Breathing in. And breathing out. Fantastic. Okay, bend the elbows, please, guys. Okay, little open book stretch. You're opening your hands up, look like a book, and then nice, relax back in again. To take it, make it a bit harder, elbows together before you open again. So obviously, it's a lot of range in your shoulder, but when I bring a balance element in a minute, because you're taking your eyes out of the equation, it's going to be harder to balance. So bring your hands back to that start position. Just rock the weight across onto one foot and then gently glide the other knee up to a single leg tabletop. And again, you don't have to, but let's go for it. A breath out to open of the hands and a breath in to close all the way if you can, because again, it just closes off your vision. Much easier to balance if you can find one spot in front of you and just keep that spot. Let's do one more. Breathing in and breathing out. Okay, now let's hold those hands back at shoulder height. Gently return the foot. Come up. Now just quickly set the center again. Put the belly button in. Breathing out. Breathing in. This time, because that breath, again, we're going to exaggerate. So as you breathe out, your ribs tuck down. So you're getting this extra stretch of the shoulder, but really getting those abs working. Okay, let's go. One more of those. Which leg am I on? This leg. Okay, bring your arms down, bring your leg down. Just do a couple of shoulder rolls, just to release some of that tension through those shoulders. Okay, back up again. We're going to bring the leg into a nice extension this time. Okay, so hands come up, bend the elbows. Again, only if you want to, guys. Go to the original side that you lifted your leg up. Breathe in to prepare, really engage at center, and stretch the leg in front of you as you breathe out. And then breathe in to bring it back. Again, all the way, closing down that vision if you can, just to make things a little bit harder. If you're not comfortable bringing the leg all the way up, just have it half off the floor. You can still do the extension, but it means if you're feeling wobbly, your foot's already very close to the floor. Last one, hands in, foot down, switch sides of the leg. Breath in, set the center. Breathe out to open. Breathe in to come. Okay, hands are getting lazy. We're starting to become a pyramid. We want flat arms. Imagine you're a book. Books aren't triangular. That's it. The pages of the book run parallel with each other. Don't let those hands come here. Really move the hands and the elbows at the same pace. Good. Breathing out, breathing in. Last one. Big stretch. And again, just rest it down. Okay, fantastic. Hands on hips again. Just going to warm up through the front of that hip, the standing swim. Feet hip distance apart. Soft knees. Hinge at the hip. Lift the belly button up. Lower ribs. Lift the lower ribs up too. Lengthen through the back of the neck. Rock the weight onto one foot. Glide the other leg behind us. So if you can, get lower in that knee that you're standing on and reach that leg further behind you. Shoulders roll back and down. Keep that center lifted and then go for some nice little easy toe taps behind us. So you want to open up the front of this hip by squeezing those glutes and opening, but we're not moving that lower back. If you can, flat palm into your lower back and just feel the muscles there. If the muscles either side of your spine feel rock hard and poking up, you're probably working the back a little bit too much. So soften through the back and make that butt work a little bit harder. Keep going, a little bit of endurance on that hip. 2, 1. Gently stand up. Give the bum a little wiggle. Ease it off. Ease the tension away between each set. Shoulders lifted. Soft knees. Hinge at the hip. Nice. Rock the weight across. Test the back before you've even put the one leg out. As you stretch the leg, again, you're testing that back, those muscles. Lower the knee, stretch the leg behind you, and then keep on going. Some nice simple tapping. So getting the glutes working, getting the hamstrings working. If you feel like those knees are kind of starting to flop behind you, reach and tense the thigh, you know, work those quadricep muscles, tense them to keep that leg from bending. Beautiful. 3 more. Normal breath, whatever feels comfortable for you. And then that nice, gentle stand up. Okay, good. We're going to go for some lunges, building up to different positions. So just see how you feel, okay? So take a step forward and take a step backwards. Really nice long stride. Back heel lifted, stays up. Starting off, 4 lunges, nice and clean and simple. Hands on hips, shoulders back, engage tummy, as low as you feel comfortable, and then push through the front heel as you come up. So as low as you feel comfortable, push through the front heel. 2, 1, and then slowly step in and step back. So that's our starting level. Other side, step forward, step back, lift the back heel. You can just keep on this level. I'm going to keep building how hard it is. But again, you are just going to set how you feel today, really. I'm feeling a bit energetic today. I've been on the Hastings miniature train today. My life has been insane. 4 of those. Step in, switch sides. Okay, back to the original side. Okay, to make it harder, we're going to take away some of that stability with our hands. Hands are going to come up to shoulder heights. Again, just having your hands here or even up top just makes you a bit more unbalanced, makes your tummy work a bit harder. Drop down and lift. If that is comfortable, at the bottom of the next one, stay down there. Pull back to the leg that's behind you into a bow and arrow. Reach the hand forward before you come up again. Good. 2 more of those. Drop, pull back your bow, reach forward, stand up. And if you can, you know, make it with the gaze. Look as far back as you can. Makes that balance work a lot harder. Release the hands, step, step. 4 on the other side. 1, 2. Get yourself centered before the hands come up. Don't rush any of it, you know. Drop, pull back, reach, stand up, drop, pull back, reach, and up. Cool. Nice and simple. Each movement gentle. You can go like in literally a softening. You don't have to go to the floor. Hands down, step in, straight to the other side. 1, 2. Combine the movement if you want to take it further. So drop and turn at the same time. Breathe in this time as you start. Breathe out into the movement. Breathe in to lift. Breathe out, drop. Breathe in, reach forward. And again, you don't have to. You can split that movement up if you want to. Rest the hands, step the feet in. Just get yourself kind of in the middle before you go back to the other side. Don't make every movement really count. Hands up. Back heels lifted, guys, always. Breath out to drop. Breath in to lift. If you can, just kiss the floor with that back knee. Really light, little peck. Don't put the weight through it. Last one. 4. Hands down. Step, step. Last progression. Feet back. Now you can take the hands back down by your hips if you want to. So we're going to lift the front heel up. So completely taking our balance away. We're only going to be on the balls of both feet. If you want to put the hands into, whoop, she says, falling over. Drop and turn, or drop, then turn. Then lift. Breath in, breath out. Breath in. 4 more. We're going to do 6 of this last exercise. So whatever level you're doing, even if it's just that straight lunge, down and up, just getting those legs working, challenging your balance a little bit. That's fine. Done that 6th one. Rest. Put a nice open of those hips. Last side. Get into your lunge. Lift the back heel. Lift the front heel. Hands up. Shoulders back. Lift through the back of the neck. Breath in. 1. And lift. 2. And lift. 3. 4. Your own count if you need to. You haven't got to go the speed I'm doing. Last one. Beautiful. Drop the hands. Step in. Shake it off. Okay, good, good. So basically we're nice and warm, okay? What we're going to do now is we're going to roll down to the floor. Continue, starting with our arms. So go to the edge of your mat, facing the length of your mat. Shoulders just really relax, like really be really snobby through the front of your chest. Long back of the neck, double chin, breath in, and then just flop all the way down, chin down, shoulders forward, middle back, lower back, all the way to the floor. Hands to the floor and drop to the knees. You're going to walk your hands forward, come to 4-point kneel. So, sorry, we're going to get the arms working in our 4-point kneel. We're going to start off with a simple box press up, okay? So, be square. Bum over knees, shoulders over hands, feet hip distance apart, back of the neck, long, so the chin's tucked in, looking in between those middle fingers. Get your hairline to go towards in between your middle fingers. Elbows wide, and then push up through the heel of your hand. Nice, so box press up. 3, and lift. Breathe out on the way down. Breathe in on the way up. Last one. Hold. Okay. Level 2, if you want to go there. Hands are going to go in front of you, 1.5 hand positions. Okay, you're then going to just rock the weight forward, so your shoulders are now back over your knees. I'm hidden behind a bush. There we go. And now it's going to be belly button and breastbone to the floor together, and then up together. Elbows wide. Belly button and breastbone down. Belly button and breastbone up. Breathe out on the way down. And again, if there's a bump in the way, just go as low as you feel comfortable to. Breathing out on the way down. Breathing in about 4 of those. Last one. Really push through the heels of the hand. Now come back to the box press up position. Okay, nice, good. So now we're going to change the angle of your elbow. You're going to tuck your elbows in on the way down. So you're going to almost try to tuck and touch your elbow into your waist. So a tricep dominant press up. You're still going hairline to the floor, but the elbows go narrow, not wide. Breathing out on the way down, breathing in on the way up. You're literally trying to do this. You're trying to squeeze your sides as you go down, rather than letting it go wide. Last one, 4. Right in that tricep. And then level 2, if you want to go there. Hands in front, 1.5 hand positions. Rock the weight forward. Same elbows, same belly button and breastbone drop. Really tuck your elbows in. And when you push up, keep your elbows tucked in. Breathing out on the way down. Breathing in on the way up. Try that lovely breath pattern. Should help. Belly button engaged. And again, it doesn't matter how low you go. Walk your hands back. Just sit back, have a quick rest off the arms. You should just this area should be feeling a little bit tired. Okay, nowhere else. Back should be feeling nothing. Neck shouldn't be feeling anything. And again, if it is, just get on the blower and let me know after, and we can figure out why. We're going to challenge your stability a little bit. So same thing, 4 wide at level 1, 4 wide at level 2, 4 narrow at level 1, and 4 narrow at level 2. But you're going to go from 4-point kneel, stretch one leg behind you. It stays there. Yes, okay. Wide elbows, hairline to the floor. Let's go. Hairline to the floor. Lift. Nice. One more. Down. Lift, glide the leg in, glide the other leg out. Hold. Breath in. Same again. 2. And 1. Glide the leg in. Level 2. Hands in front. Slide the body forward. Slide the leg out. If you want to. Wide elbows. Belly button to the floor. Belly button lift. Nice. Belly button to the floor. Belly button lift. Glide the leg in. Glide the other leg away. Remember, look really in front. 2 more. Breathing out and breathing in. Keep the hips level. I know it's difficult to figure out, but we're trying not to turn like this or drop. Keeping that hip level. Back it goes. Level 1, box press up. Narrow elbows, stretch the leg away. So we're tucking the elbows in, breathing out and breathing in. Tired arms, nothing in the back. Glide the leg in. 2 on the other side. Breathing out, breathing in. Let the leg follow wherever it feels comfortable. Let the leg just travel there. Glide it in. Level 2, hands in front. Let's keep going, guys. Push forward. Nice. Stretch the leg. Alrighty. To the floor. And up. Narrow elbows. Breath out. Breath in. Glide the leg in. Glide the leg out. Make sure the weight's still rocked forward. Last 2. Narrow elbow. Up. Narrow elbow. Up. And rest. Child pose stretch. Nice work, guys. Really good. Okay, wide knees if you can, feet together if you can, and just drop all the way in. Let your head touch the floor. And just let whatever arm position, back position, head, just do nothing for like 5 more seconds. Breathe in, breathe out. Let everything be nice and floppy. Cool, okay. Lovely pregnant ladies, you're going to stay on 4-point kneel. The rest of you, can you lay all the way onto your tummies, please? Okay. So we're going to start off with a swimming level 1, then swimming level 2, and then go all the way to level 3. But I want you to have your band available by your side in a minute if you want it. So just legs first. Let's go all the way onto our fronts. This is really easy, but we're going to make it really, really specific. Okay. So relax. Roll into a backwards tilt. So tuck your tailbone right under. Squeeze the glutes, lengthen those legs. Lift your belly button away from the floor. And just go for a leg lift and a leg lower. That's it. Breathing out to lift. Breathing into lower. Alternate sides. Keep on going. If you're 4-point kneel, same drill, just the legs. Stretching on the breathe out. Gently gliding back in on the breath in. And especially if you're on 4-point kneel, just make sure that you're reaching back the leg and you don't drop into that lower back position. So keep the lower back lovely and flat. So keep on going, guys. Just really easy lead in to some swimming work. Lovely. Just keep on going. Alternating legs. Gentle breath in, breath out. Now, as you're still doing this, I want you to think about what your pelvis is doing. So whatever kind of floor you're on, a mat, hard floor, carpet, you should be able to feel maybe pubic bone, maybe your hip bones, pressing into the floor. It might be the base of your rib cage. Whatever you're doing with your legs shouldn't affect the pressure side to side in those areas. So if you lift your leg and you feel loads of pressure on one hip, it means you're twisting your pelvis. Or you feel loads of pressure in your ribs as you lift the leg. It means you're tipping your lower back. So let's just go for a couple more and just really focus on lifting that leg and reaching it as far away from you as you can, like lengthening it away from you, squeezing the glute that's working, but not moving anything and feeling a different change in pressure around there. And if you're on 4-point kneel, just keep on going with that lovely leg glide. Keep those glutes engaged. Last one. Rest. Hopefully easy level, yes, but let's get the focus on. Okay, arms now. If you are laying on your front, I'd like you to take the band, mid forearm. If you've got any shoulder or neck issues, be careful. Maybe don't use a band just for today, just to see how you're getting on. And we want a block just underneath your forehead. So we're going to go all the way down, reach the arms out in front of you, forehead on the block. Now I'm going to pull the band slightly wider, so the shoulders are already working hard, and then lift and lower. Breathing out to lift, breathing into lower. Keep on alternating sides. If you're on 4-point kneel, you can do the same thing. Just the arm lift and lower. If you want to take the band in, you can. You just won't bring the hand up very high, but that's fine. So you'll be going up halfway and down, just with that band in between. So keep on going. And again, it's the same kind of drill, guys. As you're doing that kind of pull open, lift, lower, don't let the band move you side to side. You're in control of that straight line arm movement. You lift, you lower, don't let the band pull you side to side. Pull those shoulders away from your ears. So I really want you to imagine you're trying to make that swan neck as long as you can. Get your earlobes as far away from your shoulders as you possibly can. Imagine I'm there. Those of you who've done the one-to-ones with me, when I come and I grab your head and I pull your head away from your shoulders, imagine I'm doing that right now in your living room or kitchen, wherever you are, and do 2 more. So pulling out, pulling in, pulling out, pulling in. It's really working through those arms and shoulders. And rest. Okay, think about whether you want to use the band or not. Now we're going to bring the legs and the arms in together. So there's no room for error. There's no room for your shoulders to creep up your ears. There's no room for you to twist that pelvis and have extra pressure in your pubic bone. One arm, the opposite leg. When you're ready, breathing out to lift. Breathing into lower. Breathing out to lift. Breathing into lower. If you are on 4-point kneel and want to go all the way into that level 4, basically. Breathing out to reach the arm and the leg far away from each other as you possibly can. And then breathe in to bring it back. And again, if you want to put the band in, you're more than welcome to reach and in. Very nice. Keep on going. Alternating sides. If you're laying on your front, just because the arm's coming in doesn't mean you're allowed to start shifting your hips and your pelvis around. So again, what pressure do you feel on your mat from your torso? And as you lift the arm or the leg, you've got to keep all the pressure in your chest, your ribs, your hip bones, your pubic bone. It's got to stay, it's got to maintain. And that's where a simple beginner exercise obviously becomes effective. And it makes your back feel better and it makes your hips work more effectively. And actually you just get a better time of it rather than just willy-nilly doing the movement and it being a bit crap. 3 more or 2 more, depending on the side that you started on. And when you're finished, have a properly lovely relax. Your lower back should go, ah, thank you, because I've been working really hard to stabilize. And then just sit back into a child pose stretch. Again, just really easing everything off. Nice. Hopefully you'll feel a bit longer, shoulders a bit more floppy. We're going to do 1 more exercise on 4-point kneel. If anyone's bored, your hands, your wrists are just tired, you can do this on your forearms. But I'd like you to get your ball, if you've got one. Don't worry if you haven't. You can use a pillow or something as well, that's fine, or a rolled up towel. Just don't make it very big. And what we're going to do in our 4-point kneel with your ball, guys, is just glide one leg behind you a little ways. Pop that ball behind that knee. Flex that foot and then bring the knee in. So you're in 4-point kneel. But because you've got a flexed foot, the ball should feel really tight, like you're not going to lose it. Okay, good. Right. So hands under shoulders. Lift the chest. Drop the shoulders. Remember, you can be on your forearms if you want to. It's fine. Now we're going to think about our pelvic position again. So think of that lower back just slightly lifting from where you normally would do. And then as you start to glide that heel slowly towards the ceiling or the sky, you stop when you feel either the lower back drop like this, or you lift the hip to accommodate the movement. So have a play with those angles. And when you've got it, let's do 10. Breathing out to lift, breathing into lower. So you're kind of always squeezing that ball at this point, just a little bit, just to really start those hamstrings working. Got a little bit of hamstring work throughout this class today. Nothing dramatic, but you know, I've got a couple of knees in the room. Let's get those hamstrings and those glutes kicking. 2 more. And then get to the top, flex the ankle a little bit more, lift the ribs a little bit more, pulse for 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest it down. Don't let go of the ball yet. We're going to do heel to bum squeezes. 10, release, nice. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now squeeze the ball there. Just squeeze it. Hold it for 8 more seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4. Squeeze heel to the bum. 2, 1. Oh my God. Woo. And ease off before your hamstring snaps. Okay. Stretch out. Woo. Give it a wiggle. Get those flat bits flying. There we go. Get the flat bits flying. Right. Other side. Leg half out. Tuck the ball in. Flex the ankle. Tuck the knee in. Again, forearms if you need. Doesn't matter. Doesn't change what we're doing here. Just helps your shoulders and your elbows relax. Glide that knee up. Now, there'll be different angle on this side as to what you can lift compared to the other. No one's symmetrical. So have the first little play. And then let's go for 10 and down. 9 and down. 8 and down. So lift that lower rib. Lift the belly button up towards the spine. Keep the lower back beautifully flat. Pressing equally through both palms. Again, you know, how wonky am I? If you feel 80% in one side, you're probably a little bit wonky today. 2 more. 1. Now pulse at the top for 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tap the knee to the floor, but don't let go of the ball. Lift the lower ribs, guys. Mine are getting lazy and tired. And then heel to bum squeezes. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold the squeeze. Let's hold that squeeze. Fantastic. Okay, keep it going. Here we go. Squeeze it in. 3, 2, 1, and release. Oh my gosh. Woo. Okay, sit yourself down. Oh, that's deserved. That's deserved. Okay, stretch that leg out. Give them a little wiggle. Show us a little wiggle. Okay, we're going to completely kind of rest off our upper body, rest off our wrists. Going into our side lying exercise now. So we want the ball available, so don't put that under your head. Pop it in front of you, have it available. We're going to lengthen out our underarm and pop a block or cushion in between the arm and the head. If you need to be kind of like arm in front to release the tension on the shoulder and neck, again, do so. If you want to be kind of up, a little bit like Leo and Kate, like one of your French girls, you're more than welcome to do that also. I'm going to, because, you know, it's comfy today. Right. Make sure you're long. So your chest, your hips, your knees, your feet, all in a straight line. Nothing is kind of bent and your bum's not far back and your head's not too far forward. Bring your hand in front of you to begin with. Pull that shoulder back and down. Engage the center. So really work that tummy. Lengthen that top hip down and away and come into a little bit of a backwards tilt. So I actually want it to be slightly tucked under for those glutes to begin with. Top leg, 10 leg lifts, nice and standard, 10 and down, 9. So again, we're just kind of playing with that beginner's level, that very easy level to make sure that we're comfortable, we're not moving anywhere, our balance is okay, sensors set. Should be nice and simple, yeah? Not too much in those glutes. Fantastic, okay. Now hold that top leg up at only about hip height. Now, again, really using those fingertips into the floor to help stabilize, pulling that top shoulder back and down. We're going to go for an underleg lift. That's thighs touching, not toes touching. And then the bottom leg drops down again. Top leg stays. Okay, 9 and down, 8 and down. Keep on going. Now, if that's too much on your hips, guys, especially the pregnant ladies in the room, just go back to the top leg lifting. If the long leg is too much, just go back to a nice little bent knee lift and lower. Okay, if there's any kind of clicking or soreness around that pubic bone. But if we can, let's go for the bottom leg lift and lower 2 more times. And rest. Now just prop yourself up slowly and gently and safely, and then bring that ball in between your knees. Straighten out those legs again. So the top leg, the foot will be kind of floated. Again, I'll give you a variation for any kind of pubic or hip issues in a minute. Double leg lifts. So shoulder goes back and down, fingertips are helping. Both legs lift, both legs lower. We don't change the angle of that ball. So both legs lift on the breath out, both the legs go down on that breath in. Again, if there's any pregnant variations you need, drop the foot and just do some squeezes. So you squeeze the ball and release the ball, squeeze the ball and release. And that shouldn't bring any soreness around your pubic bone. And of course, if it does, you've got to let me know. Okay, we're going for about 10. So double leg lift, double leg lower. Nice. Just go for one more. It's about 10. And then again, gently, safely and comfortably prop yourself up. The ball now goes between your ankles. Okay, yeah, it's really destabilizing you with what should be a simple movement, but of course it's going to be very difficult to maintain. So first and foremost, when you're laying down flat, the ball, your foot's going to want to roll forward, roll back, roll forward. Have a look if you need to and get those feet stacked on top of each other. Now keep them stacked perfectly on top of another and do 10 double leg lifts again. 10 lift, 10 lower. So we're really working that tummy, really engaging and relaxing the neck and shoulder. So lift and lower. And again, pregnant wise, you can still go between the feet. The knees are relaxed. And again, feet squeeze, release. Feet squeeze, release. And again, it's just taking the pressure away from the pelvis, yet still working those very similar muscle groups. Lift and lower. Nice, guys. Lift and lower. Now, if you want to take it a bit further, do the lift, stay up there. 10 squeezes to finish. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Thighs up higher. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Everybody tuck those knees in. Get that ball away and prop yourself up to a straight arm. Hips release. Ready for a side bend level 2 to really start opening up that spine. So hand out, fingertips pointing away. Top hand, just rest it on the legs really. Turn the chest towards the camera and just really open up your shoulders. So very, very soldier shoulders. Engage the tummy and just tuck the ribs just down slightly. Nice, okay, good. 2 movements here. 1, hand comes up to the ceiling, hips lift. Then you can do an extra breath in, which takes your hand across and your hips and ribs higher into a big old spine stretch before you come all the way down, keeping the ribs away from the elbow. Ribs, elbow, hate each other. Keep them apart if you can. All right, breath in, prepare. Breath out, hands to the sky. Breath in, extra stretch. Use the breath in for the ribs and then breathe out to the floor. Ribs and elbows, keep them apart. Let's go again. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. The breath in's just a reset. Breathe in, reset. 2 more. Lift the ribs. So use that breath in to really expand the ribs right up to the ceiling. Last one. Breathing out. Breathe in from here. Lift it, lift it, lift it, lift it, lift it, lift it. Good. Down and just sit back, rest. Okay, other side. All right, let's burn the bar out on the other side. Let's go. Okay, ball available. Don't need it just yet. Straighten out the legs. Got my toes in my mother's rosemary. Okay. Stretch that underarm out. Head blocked. Relax. Hand in front. Really reach that top leg down the way, remember, guys. Okay, to start off with a 10 side leg lift. So that's simple maneuver. Done it probably a million times through Pilates before. Just making sure that we're in the right position. You know, you're not feeling you wobbly. Hips are in line. You know, bend it if you need to, guys. If those hips are clicking away today, it's fine. Hold that bottom leg up at hip height. 10 under thigh lift. Lift and lower. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Reach those toes away. 10 and rest down. Nice, guys. Okay. We want that ball now between the knees Stretch it out. Again, if you need to, just have your feet together, squeeze the ball. Let that top foot be hovered. Beautiful. Double leg lifts. Let's go. 10 and down. 9 and down. Engage that tummy. Really pull that top shoulder back and down. Widen your chest area. Just look like a snob continuously through a Pilates class, and mostly your shoulders will be in the right position. 2 more. 1. Okay. Gently, safely, comfortably bring yourself up. Put the ball in between your ankles. Again, if you're pregnant, let's go knees down. Squeeze the ball 10 times. Everybody else, lift the ball 10 times. When you're ready, lengthen away. Breath. Lift on the breath out. Lower on the breath in. You know, if you don't want to put that breath out, breath in here, like you feel like a bit more, you're hyperventilating because you're doing quite quickly, as long as the breath pattern is comfortable and obviously you're safe, i.e. you're not going pink or you're panting, you're fine, you're doing fine. Okay, last couple of lifts, let's go. Squeezes, everything's in line. Okay, good. Reach up, 10 squeezes for luck. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. I've killed you, I know. Up we come. No ball. No ball. Feet stacked, knees stacked. Elbow and ribs don't like each other. There we go. Okay, hands in front again. Look like a snob. You're halfway there. Breath in, engage the center. Breathe out, lift. Breathe in, extra twist. All the way down. Rib stays apart. Good. If you feel lots of pressure, guys, in your elbow that you're resting on, you know, just bend it a little bit, soften it off, because obviously it's a lot of work on that joint. Again, if there's any kind of hypermobility, anything going on there, it's a lot to the ask of that elbow. And actually, if you can put a little elbow bend on it, again, just your triceps are working a little bit harder again. Go through that nice breath pattern, guys. Always get that nice little pause at the bottom. 2 more. Breathing out. Breathing in. All the way down. Last one. Fantastic. Okay. We're going ab prep. Go to the floor. If you are pregnant, can't go on your back at the moment, you're going to go back onto your original side. We're going to change it to a side bend position. I'll show you in a second. Everybody to the floor. I want your ball available. Fingertips interlaced behind your head. Elbows lifted. Shoulders away from the ears and lengthen through the back of the neck, tucking the chin in. Heels really tucked in towards your bum with your feet and knees hip distance apart. Easy movement. Breathe out to lift. Chin in. Breastbone to the knees. Breathe in to lower. Breathing out to lift. Breathing into lower. Keep on going. Do not drop your lower back into your mat. Simple, right? Keep on going. Keep on going. 2 variants if you can't lay on your back. Okay. 1, harder level. You go into a side bend level 2 and you just curve and lift. The bum goes back as the head goes down, and then push the hips forward as the chest comes up. It's a harder version. Easier version, seated, floor, chair or Swiss ball, and go curve and lift, because you're still working those same kind of spinal ranges, again, without laying on your back. Keep on going, keep on going, keep on going. If you're doing sides, just go side to side. Keep on going. Okay, those on your back, be still. Be still, my friends. Keep the hands there. All right, double leg tabletop when you're ready. 1, 2, knees together, feet together. Make sure those knees are over the hips and not too close. There we go. And same again. Breathing out and breathing in. breathing out, breathing in. And again, do not drop that lower back into the floor. If you need a rest, make sure the legs come down one at a time, okay? Again, if you need that variation, so you're doing side bend with the curl or your seated version. And if you want to take it just slightly differently, you can always just do some twists. Because anywhere in your spine at the moment, if you've got a lovely baby bump, is having pressure put on it. So any lovely kind of controlled movement that you do is going to be amazingly beneficial. So play with your angles and just feel really good through that posture. If you're laying on your back, don't stop, keep on going. Okay. Now we're going to get your ball. All right, one leg down at a time. Take the ball. Put the ball behind your head and hold on to the ball in two hands. Okay. Easier version, single leg tabletop. You curl up. You pass the ball behind that single leg tabletop. You put it back behind your head and you roll down. Switch the legs over and you do it again. Curl up. Don't move the head as the ball leaves. Bring the ball back and lay it down. Most of you, harder version, double leg tabletop, knees together. Breathing out to lift. Breathing in to pass the ball around. Breathing out to lower. Breathing in to reset and start again. Breathing out to lift. Pass the ball the opposite way as you breathe in. Breathe out to lower. Breathe in to reset. Keep on going. If you're feeling really strong, don't put your head all the way down in between. So you're literally just going around, 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 keeping that lovely abdo prep position. But you've kind of always got a little bit of a rest in between for your neck, just because the ball goes there, even if it's just for that split second. Okay, and again, if you're seated and want to bring that ball in, again, you can. Just taking it through some lovely ranges. Maybe go for a nice circle before you go for that second repetition. If you're doing a rotation, it can come anywhere. Open up the arm, come back, open up the arm. Honestly, just a million things we can do today. I'm going to do one more progression for everybody. Just play with it, guys. You know, whatever feels nice and comfortable today. We can just do anything that we want. Anything we want. Who needs me? Just make up as you go along. Well, for safety, obviously. Don't be too crazy. Rest everything down if you're on your back. We're going to give you one more progression if you want it. If you want it. The next progression is taking the legs up in the air. Now we're going to do a quick tester. So lay relaxed, neutral center, double leg tabletop. Bring your knees and ankles together. Now, guys, think about your lower back. Can you straighten your legs up in the air without dropping your lower back in towards the floor? Or feel your tummy, let your belly like dome out. If that is a yes, I can do those things, good. Do this next progression. If not, stick with your legs bent. Just to protect your back. Hi, everyone, double leg tabletop. Hands and the ball behind the head. We're going to breathe out to lift. Breathe in to straighten the legs and pass the ball. Breathe out to bring it back. Breathe in, back to the floor. Breathe out, lift. Breathe in, stretch and pass the ball around. Lower. Again, to make it really hard, you can just continue breathing out, breathing in, passing the ball back and forward without changing that lovely strength position. Keep on going. We're nearly there. You are nearly there. Keep on going. I know I've killed you today. Keep on going. Last little bit. Let's go. 2 more repetitions at whatever level you're doing, and let's make them count. Big breath out. Make the person next door in your room think you're hyperventilating. Get the abs kicking and rest. And just be floppy. If you're laying on your back, pencil stretch, arms behind your head, legs outstretched, just flat. If you're seated, just be the most floppy, naughty child in the back of the classroom, slumped, just for a second, just because we're relaxed. And then when you're ready, if you're seated, ping up like a beautiful ballerina. And if you're laying on your back, let's get you seated gently and slowly. Don't fling yourself up and just challenge all that lovely work you've done on your back. Gently sit yourself up. We're just going to go for a little long seat start to stretch. We're going to start with the hamstrings. If long seat is uncomfortable, you can always just bend one knee, you know, kind of prop something under there, that's fine. Preferably, we're going to go leg tucked in. If you need to sit on a block or something, just to kind of keep you up a little bit, offload your hips again, just do it. Point the toe that you're going to, of the leg you're going to stretch. Lift the chest. Bring that chest directly forward. Don't drop down. Chest forward, nice. And then just hold it for a breath. Okay, guys, you can hold onto your ankle, hold onto your foot. Keep the toe pointed and drive your chest horizontally forward. Don't feel the need to drop your head down. It doesn't give you anything else. It looks cool. You know, look how flexible I look. It's not giving you a better stretch. The breastbone forward will give you that better stretch. Breathe in, breathe out. One more time. And then gently peel yourself up. Beautiful. So the other side, again, however you feel comfortable sitting. Lift, be really straight before you start. You're not turning to the side of the foot you're stretching. You're going directly forward. And again, I'm just going to hold, nice and relax. Breathe in, breathe out. 2 more times. We'll do another hamstring stretch when we're standing, because you've done loads on the hamstrings, and I think they deserve a little bit of an ease off, which will in turn help the lower back anyway. Breathe in, breathe out one last time, and then gently sit yourself up. Nice. Tuck both knees in. I'm just going to come around. Okay, I'm just going to do a little hip flexor. So go into the little proposal pose position, if you can. I'll give you a standing variation in a minute. 2 movements. One is that backwards tilt, yeah, the Michael Jackson, ow. And then a little pubic bone push forward, basically. Make sure the stretch is right up in your hip flexor. It's not in your quad. Again, you can go really low. It's not going to give you a good hip flexor stretch. Squeeze the bum cheek of that leg you're trying to stretch as well. Just really get it deep, deep, deep in here. Again, anywhere else you can let me know. I'm going to cut the head off, but you can do it just slightly soft-kneed if you don't want to be kind of locked into the floor, if the kind of the tummy's in the way, or a bit sore today. Not a balance exercise, so you can hold on to something and then switch over legs. Then, you know, hold on to the floor. Relax before you begin, and then do that really exaggerated backwards tilt. The little pubic bone push forward and the bum cheek squeeze. So keep the chest up. Don't lean into it again. It's all about that pelvic position. For really quads, hamstrings, hips, all those stretches is what's happening here. Which seems weird, but again, those who've done it for a long time know those little tweaks just make the stretch look amazing. Okay, last breath in, breath out, push. Shouldn't be very comfortable. And then just tuck yourself in. Okay, tuck your toes under. You're going to roll down to get, so roll up even. Hands in front. Sit back if you comfortably can. Lift your bum in the air. Breathe in and enjoy that stretch. Let the head really look up towards your belly button. And then curl yourself up. Just take your time. Again, if bumps are in the way, you know, let the knees fall away, bend them slightly, pull the shoulders back and down, lift the head up. Just take a little pigeon step forward. Again, it's not a balance exercise, so use something if you need. Bend the back knee, drive your bum backwards, let your head just fall naturally, and then hands on hips, forwards tilt your pelvis. So really lift your tailbone right up in the air and keep that front foot rested on the floor. So that tilt should really exaggerate that hamstring stretch. And again, just nice, gentle, breath in, breath out. Big hamstring, yes? And then relax, tilt, and then gently squeeze your bum to safely come up. Step back, pigeon step forward, other side. Bend the back knee, drive the hip back, hands on hips, forwards tilt. So lift the tailbone. So you're arching the lower back. So again, doesn't get in the bump shouldn't be in the way too much if there's one there. Or just, you know, a weekend belly, I don't know, whatever you got up to the weekend. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And again, squeeze the glutes to help you safely stand up. Okay. Really amazing, guys. Fantastic. Let's go back to hip distance apart. Do 2 stretches for the full body to finish. Roll the shoulders back and down. 2 mermaids. Soften the knee. Side stretch. Reach up to the ceiling and then look up at the hand. Hold for a gorgeous breath in, reaching the rib cage up, and then squeeze the bum to stand up as you breathe out. Nice. Breathe in. Let's go to the other side. Breathe out. Bend the knees. Reach. Breathe in. Reach, reach, reach that rib cage up. Breathe out. Squeeze the glutes to stand up, and then circle the hands, interlacing those fingers behind the head. Shrug as you breathe in. Release the shoulders as you breathe out. Reach the hands up as you breathe in. Circle the arms down as you breathe out. 2 shoulder rolls. Finish as we started. Breathing in, breathing out, and just bring your hands onto your hips. Float those inner arches up. Tense the thighs, release the thighs. Engage the center. Roll the shoulders back and down and just lengthen through the back of the neck. Just reaching the base of your neck, the nape of your neck up. Chin comes in slightly, but just makes the whole spine lengthen. Squeeze the glutes. Breathe in slow. Widen the rib cage. Breathe out. Make the rib cage narrow. And rest. Thank you so much, guys. Well done.